So the other day I got this oil in the mail. I could have gone to Walmart or something and got it, I guess, but I just like the convenience of having it come to me. I didn't really leave this much. I mean, I didn't really leave that much this week. And so I just had some things sent to me. I'm waiting on a few more to arrive today. I have my filter off because the cover's gone. The filter that was up there is completely saturated. And so I ordered some things like that. But today, what I want to do is I want to drain this oil, because this little bottle, I don't know if it's enough to fill this back up. So I want to make sure while I'm out today so I can get another one. So I'm going to go ahead and drain that now. And so when I do, I'm going to take this off. It has this system where you're not supposed to, you know, do this, is what the owner's manual says. They claim that you're supposed to just, you're supposed to just add oil to it, and I just can't see that. So what I'm going to do is drain it all out. And that's a lot coming out. So it says right there on the bottle 5W30. I mean, I could throw some engine oil in there, I feel like, but why not do it right, you know, if you can. And I see some funky stuff coming out of there. I think I've done this one time before. Oh man. Alright, so that's enough for me. That's enough for me. And so what we'll do is we'll just fill it back up, and then we'll see where it's at on the old dipstick here. Kayla, can you grab me a paper towel, please? Thank you. Alright. So while she's doing that, roll it. And you see right there it says, I don't know if you can see it, 5W30 full synthetic. And actually the other day I stuck some engine oil in there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have time to wait, man. And that's when I did all that brutal work out there in the woods, so it seemed to work pretty good. Hell, it's good enough for your engine in your car. Why wouldn't it be good enough for this tiny little engine? But this wasn't much. But it can be misleading on the internet as far as sizes go. So I'm gonna put most of this in there. Oh shit. Stepped away for one. I mean, I looked away for 1 second. I'm gonna stick this whole bottle in there. Okay. Come here. Hold that right there. Even touching. Oh, it looks like it might be a little bit above. It might be the perfect amount. How do they know? Yeah, it looks like it's just slightly above. So maybe that extra that ran out was perfect. Put it back on there. Now, I'm still waiting on my air filter, but it said the cover will be here today. Can you get that filter off the dryer real quick? Please, thank you. Alright, so now we have the oil changed. When you look at the blade under here, I did do a little bit of damage to the blade. Right there, you can tell it's broke off. And I need to run it through the woods one more time, so I kind of want to use, well, I definitely am going to use this blade again before I change it, but I am going to buy a blade today and get a blade because it's not going to cut the grass right. At least it doesn't have a weird jagged piece hanging on. It did, but it eventually flew off out there somewhere in the woods, I guess. Because, I mean, think about it, how fast it's going, that shrapnel coming off pretty quickly. I guess it could be dangerous if you didn't have this cover on. But I have a cover. And also, I feel that it's definitely gonna, I felt it vibrate before. Does that make sense? It'll vibrate because it's uneven, it's not spinning evenly. So it's not good for your mower. Alright, so here's the old one. She just brought it. And let's see if we can get anything more to come out of it. You can see it's clogged up. I'm just gonna bang on it here. Yeah, look at all this stuff coming out. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, a lot of stuff came out. The filter won't be here till Monday. The cover will be here today. I might just beat this bad boy out. Good enough. I mean, shit, that's good enough to run through the woods again, or to do the front until the filter does arrive. Alright, cool. So still in the cover though. Alright. I guess I could glue it on there. Not glue it, I mean like tape it. Glue. I'm not gonna glue it. I meant tape. Tape it up there. It's on there pretty securely, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's gonna fall off. The reason why it fell off out there is because, you know, I was doing some pretty aggressive cutting, I guess. But I just got some fresh gas. Just got a new gas can. Hold this right here, please. I just got this new gas can because I have this old one. I went to this guy's house in Wilson and I cut his bushes. He paid me like $35 in cash and he gave me this gas can as payment. I needed one. I mean, I didn't have one. And so it's like the old school, but I love the nozzle, man, when it worked. And it still functions, it still goes down, but not the way it's supposed to. And what it does, it leaks a lot of vapor. You hear that in there? Something fell off of there inside of here. So anyways, long story short, I got this new kind, a little bit different. And so the deal with this comes with a red cap. There's no vent. Looks like there's no vent on there, but you can see it has a similar little tube, I think, for air. I think that's the purpose of that. But here on the side, I was mystified at the store. I was like, felt like I was gonna break it. You just have to push it pretty damn hard. And then when you go to push down, it releases the gas. You let up, bam, it instantly stops. So this was $14. There's a couple ones to choose from, but this is the Midwest can. I highly recommend this. It's a good size. If you have like a long weed eater that takes some certain kind of fuel, this is the perfect size for that. So you don't, you know, I'm planning on getting a 5-gallon too. But I just want to try it out because people were talking about that red piece and not being able to work it. So I find it to be functional. You just have to have it, like they said, on the right way. Have it on the bottom. But anyways, enough about the gas can. I know you've seen one of those before. Let's see if it'll start up now. I guess just did the oil change. So let's see what happens. Let's get away from that gas can. Let's do a lap and see what happens. see that filter in here? So, not such a stupid answer. We're going to have a look.
Now. I'm dead.